Sam I am.
Oh boy.
So I know Sam is on crew. She was my dart dealer, and this is Joanna. She's a diver. We're gonna have both talk. So I should get the microphone.
I'll first.
So you start.
You start. Yeah, you start.
Hi, I'm gonna be a sophomore. Or yet. West Point, as you said, I'm a diver. I'm also a kinesiology major. So that's fun. Yeah, I just got done with CFT. That's it. I survived, yeah.
I'm Sam. I'm in the class of 23, so I'm going to be a Cal next year. Our class just got scrambled for companies, so I'm going into company D2. I am on the crew team. I am an operations research major, go Army Math. This summer I did CFT as my leadership detail, so I was a squad leader, and I did a second MIAD for the Space Cadre MIAD. I want to branch either engineer or aviation.
And this is Sam's parents' home. So they are Debbie and Bob, wherever they are. Just give them a hand. Thank you. We're putting up the house. Very nice. Debbie's inside, so we missed her. So next we'll go to Air Force, West Point. Let's start with Air Force. All right, come up. I'm going to give a couple things real fast. Karen has a son who's Air Force, a captain, 17, and then 21. Very active, and she has run, for the most part, all of the coffees that we have. And we didn't have them for a while, but we were supposed to have one right before COVID. And there you go. Oops. Uh-oh. Technology. Got it?
This is pretty much how the military works, right? Air Force and Army trying to coordinate.
Yeah, Air Force and Army.
At
least we're not shooting at us.
Phases before, and you may be familiar that the West Point Society in Northern Nevada, we actually pick up the alumni from Air Force and Navy too, because they can't get themselves together, so we fall under one large umbrella. But we do have a goal to help recruitment. We do have a goal to help those cadets who want to do summer leadership, which again was virtual this year. Essentially for the last year, no big surprise, the last year and a half, we've had very little in physical participation, some Zoom things that we have done. We're looking to have our annual picnic and meeting. We just made a change today, August 7th, so we'll find a location, likely be catered someplace, where we do kind of business, and then we get together and just share stories. Hopefully we'll have some other things now that we're out of the smoke, out of the pandemic. But all the devotion from the young grads to the older grads of us that are here and those who haven't graduated yet, it's a great experience. All your devotion here to your sons and daughters shows that you care, and we're here to help and assist in that process. And we have some great board members, Ed Jones, Larry Geis, Bill's on the board, Mike Scott. Mike, how can I miss you? One of the first times. And so please feel free to talk on it. I'm gonna have to bow. I'm double committed today on something. So I'm glad you could all get together here, and we could do it while the cadets were still in town. And for any of the recent grads, I saw the signs out there. I did this from Reno 42 years ago when I became a cadet, Reno High, and ended up coming back. So life goes in some really strange circles, but it's all great people, and it's all the youth and the leaders of the future that are going to take over and make sure that we have security amongst the world. And it gives us hope that it's not the same academy as I went, no matter what I would say, but it's still a great academy and a great institution, all four of them, sorry.
Our son originally wanted to get into the Air Force Academy and got nominations to Air Force, Annapolis, and the Merchant Marine Academy, and we've never even heard of the Merchant Marine Academy. So there actually are 5 federal service academies, Merchant Marine, Coast Guard being the smaller of them. And through his experience, we've come to love this place. and try to share it and talk to high school kids as often as we can, and just talk about the opportunities that the Merchant Marine Academy offers along with the other ones. You know, we're all one big family, and the kids that want to go here are already just stellar. And so we're just trying to help them along, give them the opportunity wherever they end up at. Our son had wanted to go to be a pilot, and ended up sailing 3/4 of the way around the world. The sea year at the Merchant Marine Academy is unlike no other. They have such an opportunity to actually put into effect the things that they're learning. They're all marine engineering. It's pretty specific what they're all about, because they're becoming leaders in the merchant marine industry. But along with that, when they come out to give back their 5 years, they have the unique opportunity of one, going into the merchant marine industry that they've been trained for, or they can choose any of the other service academies. And my son was able to get a flight spot with the Navy. He took it, and now it's been in 2 years. It's just started advanced flight. Ultimately, has chosen the P-8 Poseidon, which is the anti-sub airplane for the Navy. That's basically the military version of the Boeing 737. So he's in Texas right now. We'll ultimately be training in that plane at the end of the year in Florida. And we'll see where that takes him. But he's having a great time. And again, I think Steve and Poe could say the same thing. Our experience at the Merchant Marine Academy has been tremendous. It's a beautiful campus, like all of the campuses. And it's smaller. We raised our family in Truckee. Small town, small high school, smaller campus was perfect for them. And just can't say enough about it.
Joanna's brother, and he's up in Kodiak, Alaska. She just got back. He flies C-130s up there in Alaska, and he's been in Puerto Rico. So, like the Merchant Marine, the Coast Guard Academy is about the same size, about 200 to 210 a class. And they're in Connecticut, in a beautiful location on the river. And their 4th class year is extremely hard. In fact, it may be harder than West Point, so really surprised. And it's a great school to go to, and I can always help kids if they're interested in the Merchant Marine, or the Coast Guard. Not so much the Merchant Marine, but the Coast Guard, and of course West Point. So I just wanted to talk, since there's no one here from the Coast Guard. Hopefully I have more in the future. There's only one appointment this year from the Coast Guard Academy down in Las Vegas, and they told me, and then last year we had Bella, who was an appointee. So, no, it's going to be Bella's Merchant Marine. Excuse me, disregard. I forgot. Who's the name we went to the...
Coast Guard.
She's in right now.
Bethany.
Who's on the list. Sorry about that, but I met Bella.
She's
Yeah, Kelly. She's going to be a senior. So, do we have anybody from the Naval Academy here? We had one person, Karen. Karen represents the Naval Academy. Oh, come on up. Here we go. Yeah. Come on up.
Well, I wore my Navy garb, so, you could tell, Navy. My daughter, Alexis Opperman, class of 17, and she's now just become a lieutenant, which is we're really proud of. She's at the Pentagon now, and was on a ship in Japan for quite a while. We're really happy to have her back in this country. But it's been a great experience. And Dave is her adopted grandpa, right over there, wave. So we wish that she could be with us here, but we really appreciate seeing some of the familiar faces and meeting the rest of you. And thank you for welcoming us.
Very good. And of course, you got to say, "Go Army, beat Navy."
Right, and let me just say that when she was at Plebe Summer at Annapolis, she comes around the corner and she says, "Go Army, beat Navy," in her nervousness, and I think her company had to do something like 50 push-ups.
Oh yeah, that'd be terrible.
The other no-no, by the way, was that she was saying that they didn't have that much fresh fruit that summer in Annapolis. So I thought, being a good mom, I went down to Rayleigh's and I bought all kinds of pears and all kinds of fruit, and packed it all up, sent it there, felt pretty good until she told me. It was a few weeks later, and it sat there for a while in the post office. And when she opened it, it was in front of the detailer. And she opened this box, and everything, the pears, everything had just turned to mush, and it smelled a lot. And and they had to do some more push-ups,
Well, I'll let you say, "Go Navy, beat Army." I guess I'll let you say that.
Yeah.
Gotta say
So
it.
we say, go Navy, beat Army. But she did say, Mom, do not ever again in my whole life ever send me again a box of fruit.
And what
So
you're doing.
that's just
Hi
advice for the
there.
parents.
My name is Riley Gillis. My brother is actually West Point class of 2023. So I've been considering this for a while. If I go to a service academy, it will probably be West Point, but of course I'll be applying to all of them. I'm going into my senior year of high school at Hug High School. Just finished SLE and Boys State, and of course we'll be going to Boys Nation later next month. So it's nice to meet all of you.
Thank you very much, Riley. So I'm Leo Ketchum. I am Josh Ketchum over there's son. And then so I am really interested in West Point, and that's basically where I'll be going if I go to Service Academy. Of course, I'll be applying to all of them because they all interest me. So as Riley is saying, both of us are going to Boys Nation as the representatives from the state of Nevada. So that's a real honor for both of us. So we get to go to Washington, D.C. for a week and just experience a bunch of legislation and stuff. So I am the brigade commander for Washington County School District's Silver State Brigade. So that's been a lot of fun. And then Riley is the regimental commander for Hug High School. So good for him. And then, I don't know, the only other thing about me is I've had a lot of fun in my, I guess, work to get to West Point. And it's been a real experience that has helped shape me into the man I am today.
Very good.
Very good.
This is the way I'll get ahead again. You know, so I'm with Ed Jones, class of 61. Ed, what do you think of the cadets and the new candidates?
They get better every year.
That's good.
I don't think I would get in if I had to apply now.
No, me either.
Yeah.
So Ed, where are you going? You're class 61. Where are you going to go in the next few weeks? Back to West Point?
No, we're going to be trying to sell our house.
Okay.
And then once we do that, we'll move down to the apartments that we have in the valley. And then,
You're building a house, I know that.
yeah, we're building a house over in the eastern part of
So what are you're going back to West Point though? What's all that about?
I'm going back to West Point for a meeting of the Finance Committee for the AOG that will take place on the 12th of August.
So what's going on at West Point? What are they doing with our money?
They're building up endowments.
That's good. That's good. And they've done a lot.
Yeah, they're doing very, very well there.
Well, thanks, Ed. How'd you like your picnic today?
Okay, well, thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Chuck, in class of 67, and Carol was an Army nurse for 30 years. So what do you think of the day? It was good. I liked
It was awesome. Thank you for
How about-
inviting us.
And the new cadets? And
And I loved your signs outside too. And
So what advice do you have to our new candidates?
All to the new candidates.
Have fun. Very good. That's a good one.
You got to go back and have fun and get on a course sport.
Oh yeah, Course Squad. Absolutely. I think